Alright, we good? Gonna do a little live stream for a bit until the wife decides to start yelling at me. Not gonna have the chat up again just because it's still having the same issues I was having last time, where the OBS and my Elgato are having fits against each other. So we're just gonna ignore that right now. Also, I'm gonna get a drink. Oh, I already thought I cracked that one, but I guess I didn't. Hey, Spino. Hey, Apex. Hey, Cool Guy. Poland. Alright, so what I got here is some Zillas I'm doing for our Patreon Discord. So working on hopefully this guy here, which is movie inspired. Though I do have to, I had an issue because I wanted to fix, because his legs were really loose. And the legs I had on it originally broke because they got fused and then forceful things happen. So I need to redo this. So I gotta touch this leg up, and then I actually have to battle damage this one up. So this one is going to become the new battle damage one. Since I used so many parts from the last one, I'm just gonna use this one and keep using the battle damage one for random parts. Also have this one, which is like custom colored. I had a picture of it. So I need to add some more browns to it. Do the spines for this one. This one is another animated boy. Though I might try to brighten up the stomach a little bit more. I see Emu's in the chat, so he can let me know. Because I can sort of see my camera up there. There is some color separation, but it's probably not as drastic. I got the brown, the grayish brown right, but I think I might try to lighten the stomach up just a little bit more. And then this one's mainly just like doing the spines. The spines, the eyes, inside the mouth I'll have to do. It's the same with this one. I definitely got to do a little bit of brightening up on this one. Wait, you want IDW colors? Because I know the picture you sent me was just straight animated, so I tried to match that color. Hope I'm not wrong. Hey, Shimu. Anyways, I gotta lighten this guy up. His stomach needs to be a little bit of a brighter blue. The blue I use has a little bit of blue in it, but I think I could just dry brush over and it'll give it a nice little texture differential. Oh, one of them was IDW. Okay. Because I was like, wait a minute. Well, no, because he wanted, it was this one or IDW. If I couldn't do this one, then IDW. And then you had the battle damage, and then you also wanted the animated. Sorry, throat's a little dry. But you wanted it a little bit more brownish gray. And then same with the stomach. So that's what this one is. The worst case, change your mind. I'll just put it up. But anyways, so I think what I'm going to do is start with the blue one. Because it'll take a little bit. Oh, yeah, for sure. Because I remember because, hold up. Because I know in the Discord, this was specifically the image that you gave me. So that's what I was trying to go off of. So, like, I don't know, to be honest, it's almost there. Actually, to be honest, I think that matches pretty well, at least with that picture. Yeah, I like Godzilla 98. Honestly, it's one of my more favorite. Like, I really enjoyed the movie. I like him as a concept. I like the movie. I'm a 90. Like, I enjoy me some good 90s cheese movies, anyways. Yep, okay. As I say, do you like the coloring the way it is right now? Because it's pretty close. There's just not like that harsh line to separate the colors. But it's the brown, and then you get the gray for the stomach. Yep, definitely a brown. Definitely a little bit more brown. It's still got a bit of grays to it, but I would say it's quite super brown. But you could definitely, between the one I did and this one's definitely got a lot more of a tint to it. EGM, I don't think so. I don't know, I still say it's a Godzilla movie. It's just a different kind of Godzilla movie, and I'm okay with it. Currently with these guys, I'm only really doing like the commission route if you're part of our Discord. So I take requests for that. Otherwise, it's gonna be, at least right off the get-go, it's just gonna be me making Godzillas, and then they'll just eventually be for sale. Oh, right. In person, he's got a bit more of a brown to it. It's like a grayish. It's a dark gray brown. I could make it more brown if you'd like, because the stomach's definitely still it's still gray, but the top part is got a bit more of a brownish hue. I could dry brush a little bit of brown onto it though. See how that works. Because like I said, at this point we're at the touch-up phase, so any kind of color changing I could do it while it's assembled. Because technically he's not gray in the movie. If anything, this one's the more accurate. This is more similar to how he looks in the film. Because he's a lot more yellows and browns. Depending on the coloring, but when you see like good lighted shots of him, he's a lot more like yellow skin tones and browns. Kind of like this. And then he's got a little bit of blue on the tum-tums. And then same with the spines. Okay, I could do a little more brown on it. Plus it'll probably darken it up a little bit more. So that'll work. So we can do that. So we'll do that here. We'll do that here too. So right now I'm just, like I said, trying to finish getting the base colors, get the spines, and then do all the little covering, like the scales on certain ones. Animated I don't have to worry about as much. Same with the blue one. Him I gotta go a little bit harder on with the coloring. This one is more, I gotta finish redoing the leg and then actually damage him up a little bit just to get the battle damage. I almost kind of want to 3D print some like missiles explosions for the side. It'd probably just be like a little circle that just kind of like sticky tack to the side, at least for photos and stuff. But it kind of look like he's getting hit by the missiles. But we'll see how that goes. Okay, so anyways, I like the blue for the side. There you go, G66. Okay, that works. Like I said, I'll see how the brown looks, because, like I said, in that particular photo, the gray's really dark on his stomach. So that tone I really like. In person, it's got a bit of a brown, but still I would say a little bit more on the grayer side. But compared to the one I did, which is like straight dark gray. Oh, nice on the YMSF. Sounds like my little child upstairs is being a little terror at the moment. Anyways, we'll get this started. I think I'm just going to use regular acrylics to try to brighten this up a bit. Because what I originally used was, it's called Cool Blue. And it doesn't quite get as bright as I would have liked. Oh, fun fact. If you follow the Instagram, it would have been on there, but I already made beams for -1. I shared some stuff on there. I actually made a nuclear blast to go along with it. No, have a good one, Emu. Oh, no problem. Like I said, they'll eventually pop up. More than likely, the Instagram is probably the best place to look if you'd like to get one off me eventually. I don't know if they'll pop up on the Etsy. Like if nobody really wants one, it'll probably end up on Etsy. More than likely no on the new Empire because there's just, like people are like companies are going to make that figure, so it's not. I'm not really that inclined to make it. I think it's the brush I was mainly using. Grab some paper towel. With some subtle blue. Yeah, because the other route I could do is as soon as I get one printed, it would be whoever wants to pay for it, and then I'll paint it up. But I don't want to get like too swamped because I still got some other commissions I've been kind of neglecting that need to really work on those. So right now I'm just going to try to make my own light blue. Which I think we're almost there already. There we go. I think that's more what I want. Oh, watching 2 minutes behind. I was saying, I know the screen compared to when I talk, there's a little delay. That's also why I don't show my face, because it just helps to not break the illusion. All right. Also got to make sure when I'm painting these things, I got to keep them in focus for you guys. All right. So like I mentioned, I got to kind of adjust the neck a bit. What's nice thing doing it this way too, like as you can see, it's gonna give it a lot more color variety on here too, which is gonna be nice. As you'll see here too, now it'll have a little bit of a transition between the colors. Dream Godzilla figure would be this one, but like a legit figure. Because like I said, I've always really liked the 98 design. I thought he was cool. I liked the movie. Like I said, I've always been... Don't get me wrong, like I love Godzilla. But I always really kind of gravitate towards the movies that tend to be a bit more unique. As being some of my more favorite ones. Also, honestly, would like a sea monster one. Like a articulated Ebra... The Godzilla from that movie would be pretty cool too. In the style? Yeah. I don't see why not. Honestly, it'd be fairly easy. Paint job wise. Oh yeah, I saw it in theaters. I'm that old. I think I was 13 when that movie came out. I just gotta be careful to not get light blue on the dark blue. That's currently what I'm trying to avoid. It definitely sounds like my child's being a handful upstairs. Oh, Doug? He's currently hanging out in the office. I'm still, like, I might paint that. Well, to be fair, that's a lot of the new, like, Godzilla fans, which is nice with the legendary stuff. Is it got a bunch of younger people into the movie. Which I am totally all for, into the franchise. Oh, gotcha. Hey, as long as you're watching content, it's okay with me. Ooh, yeah, this dry brush is turning out pretty good. This guy's going to be a very blue boy. Very blue boy indeed. I'll be honest, I'm okay with NECA not having the rights. Because we may have gotten maybe the Godzilla at some point, but if you don't get the monsters that go along with it, it just kind of kills it a bit. Need this hand to rotate just a little bit. There we go. Get that hand exposed. I know at some point too, I'll have to do a stream so that I can show people how to actually assemble these things. I've had a few people request it on the good old Instagram. Yeah, that blue's looking so much better now. Oh yeah, everything's better than Playmates. I know personally, I'm still like Monster Arts is my go-to for anything Toho, especially classic. But personally, like from what I've seen with Haya, like I would be interested to see how they would do with some of the Toho stuff. Even though more than likely it would probably be like mostly just like all legendary. Or not legendary. I meant to say Heisei. I know I gotta make a little video because I found out on Instagram there is like you can share videos with music on them. And I found out that the Doug theme song is something that you can add to your video. So I gotta do something. Might just do some close-up shots with Doug, just with the the good old Doug theme. And get back in spot. I didn't put the the pins in the legs yet. I did the jaws, which I will say, just as a reference, anybody watching this that's getting one of these ones, these guys, the mouths don't close all the way. So on him, that's about as far as it goes. I think on this one, oh, now it's stuck. Why are we stuck? Oh, don't tell me glue got in there. I'm going to be really sad about that one. Oh, I might have to fix that one. Darn it. Anyways. Because his mouth only goes to here. So you can get it majority-wise closed, but not all the way. She had a blast with it. She actually was talking about the RC car, or the RC Godzilla I got recently. She was kept spamming the beam. Oh, that hurts my feelings a bit. Because what I'm thinking is when I did the accelerant, it must have seeped in. I was moving the jaw, so that usually solves my problem, but I can see that too, to be fair. Okay, so brighten up the blue. Next, I want to do... Oh, wherever the... There we go. To be honest, I could probably just use that blue. And we'll do this one. Oh, actually, real quick. So I want to make sure this is dry to the touch before I start messing around with it. Don't tell her! I'm pretty sure I could... it's got to be like right there. Because I can remove all the paint. Because I can feel it want to give. But also, it's made of resin, so you don't want to apply too much pressure because this thing can break. I got a knife here. Let's try not to stab myself. Just apply a little bit of pressure. And the jaw. It's definitely not that side. I don't think. Ooh, that was terrifying. I thought I just broke a tooth. You need a resin printer. Ultra Instinct Comp. Yeah, it's definitely that side. I didn't put that much glue in it. Spent half the stream just trying to fix the jaw. Oh, I heard movement. Making progress. Because hers is like the floppiest jaw. Oh, ow, it bit me. We got it. Ow, that actually hurt. Did I break a tooth when I did that, dude? No. Alright. Just chomp the crap out of me. Oh, rude. Godzilla's rude. Because I want to add a little bit more blue to the top just to make it more uniform. He is hungry. Probably hasn't eaten for days. It was a scary sound. I thought I snapped the hinge on that jaw for sure. For blood. Violence. Violence. It's mainly his tail here. I'd like to brighten up a little bit more. I heard that the Super 7 Destroyer is very dangerous. Yeah, I do believe it got his bite. I think I had a buddy that had one, and I remember him telling us that it wasn't the best to go near it. He wasn't the friendliest animal. Which is odd, because I thought iguanas are supposed to be pretty nice, all things considered. A little bit more blue there. Tails of wiggles. But just think, if I bleed on it, you'll have my DNA. Then you can clone me, kind of like what the Sheldon was going to do in The Big Bang Theory with Leonard Nimoy. Man, I'm actually really happy with the way that stomach turned out. There's this army of Steve. Also found out that you can make Funko Pops of yourselves. And I feel like Ernez and I need Funko Pops. Okay, so next is the dark blue for the sponge. And I'm kind of debating, because I know on him I'm going to have to re-black the spines and then go back over them. buy for, oh, that's $60, man. It's expensive. Kratos Con? Kratos Con would be cool. Because where I tried dry brushing it before, you can kind of see where the blue's standing out a bit. So I do think I got to go back over it with the black. Which I'm just going to use the primer that I had. Covers up really well. Because I'll do this one's spines and this one. To be honest, I might just do all of them, call it a day. Alright, so you're going to color some spines black for a bit. I might have to jump between brushes. Because I don't think I'm going to get away with... maybe I am. Yeah, I'm probably gonna use a smaller brush for these other sections. One nice thing about this freaking primer, it dries fast. Which, for an acrylic primer, should. Hey, Ernest! Just painting some Zillas. Trying to cover up some dry brushing on the spines. I figure since I have a video done tonight, planning on doing just sitting around doing video, working on videos tomorrow. Plus we have some actual reviews I gotta sit down. I did the comparison videos yesterday, but I gotta still do the photos. And the thumbnail. So I haven't gotten around to editing them yet. Hoping tomorrow, because we're going to do a bunch of unimportant reviews. Oh, my bad. I didn't realize I was off camera. I'm going to do some unimportant reviews for the Playmates. Okay, I think that's good on those. So I got one random hair on that figure I'm going to have to fix. Honestly, this one's like the one I think I can get away with not having to do this. And just dry brush the greens on it, but safe than sorry. Because especially on these big plates, there's a lot of coverage. When I was dry brushing. What's free on Game Pass? Oh, the glowing Godzilla? Yeah, I kind of want to, or the melting Godzilla. I almost want to put a, put some LEDs in it. I think it would be pretty sweet. Do I have a smaller brush already sitting aside? Kind of do. Might be too small, but we'll find out. Is Attack on Titan on Game Pass? I didn't even know. It's been a hot second since I've actually like got to sit down and play a proper game. Oh, okay. I thought you just because I thought you just owned the game. So. Oh, World War Z. Oh, well, when you streamed, I saw Attack on Titan. Oh, World War Z? Oh, it's a zombie game based off of the movie. He has so many little spines. I think these back ones, I'm not too concerned about it. They could just get the blue treatment and should be alright. But these ones in particular are a little more focal, so I definitely want them to be more covered. Because I'm just going to be kind of like dry brushing dark blue over this. But I want there to be a little bit of a color difference between the spines. Because the way the toy was for the prototype, it's like it's all dark blue on the back. But to try to keep it a little bit more, I guess, realistic, I'll try to do this for at least the top spines. At least for this one. That guy, I gotta go a little crazier and actually cover up everything. He's meant to be, at least from the pictures I got, he's got a lot more detail going on, so we are going to try to match that. Okay, I think that's good enough. At least for that. Hold up. I feel like Doug would break the hammer. That seems like a pretty sturdy figure. Yep, okay. It's like, was this the blue I was using? Is the blue I was using. Should be plenty. Alright, back to bigger brush. The Zillas for the Discord were gonna be 100. Plus whatever, plus shipping, so it'll be like probably like 110-ish. Because honestly, they don't take up that big of a box. If you find somebody that assembles them like me, you can buy them. But otherwise, you need a 3D printer. I know, we gotta get back to hammering some stuff. I have one thing we can already hammer, so. Yes, we definitely did that before. Hopefully it's coming across on the TV pretty well. Oh, hey, I found that Ghidorah today, too. We didn't unbox it. Went back to the Target, and I was like, oh, hey, there's another random Playmates just hanging around. Neato. So I grabbed that. We have to do, because I feel like we have to do videos. Then they actually painted his teeth, and I was kind of impressed just by that. I'm pretty easy to please. This is anime statue collection. It just be albedos. Albedos all the time. I think we had one more in stock that I seen there. There was another Heat Ray Godzilla. Or not Heat Ray, the Evolved Godzilla. More than likely, what'll probably happen is like Payday. I might go back in and grab a few more of them, and they will be specifically for Hammer videos. Kind of like what we did last time. You want to hammer the RC? The only issue with doing that is half of it's rubber. Like, it's just empty rubber. It's empty rubber and a little bit of a frame. It's $60 at Target. I think Walmart, I'd have to see if I could price match it. I know when I was buying mine, I was trying to find the price for it because I heard on Walmart it's like $45 for it, but I couldn't find the listing quick enough, so I just paid the extra. You guys are monsters. But I like that one. It's probably the best thing to get. I think the only thing I hate about this is that I'm painting this one is that fudging. It's got white claws. It's gonna be a nightmare not to scratch those things. No, I think he's talking about the RC. I haven't seen the big ones. Like the normal big playmates or the playsets yet. Those have eluded me. Pretty. I dig it. It's pretty sweet. Right, I'm going to sit you aside. We're still going to have to detail the mouth, but he's base color-wise, I think, pretty much done. Yeah, because there's not really like none of the scales or anything really need paints for that one. So back to, we'll get the black on him real quick. Is this the right one? Working touching up his spines. Optimus Prime's voice. This one's gonna take me a minute. One thing I definitely gotta do tomorrow is I gotta Might go out for lunch. And I think I probably should try to go get some more paintbrushes. Kind of need some new ones. I didn't even check how many people are in here. Oh, we just got 18 for one of these videos. That's pretty good. Yeah, I know Arna's got some pretty expensive, pretty pricey anime statues. Always got that bunny Albedo. I got a 3-0 Ultraman Tiga. I got the last Rona comic. I got some movie posters, like legit ones. Got a Freddy vs. Jason. That was like one of those Best, or not Best Buy, like Blockbuster poster ads. That one's pretty sweet. Also got the Toxic Avenger. Oh, but I don't want to scroll up in chat. That means I have to use my laptop, and there's fear of fear of it crashing if I do that. We just let the laptop do its thing. Because I already have to rig it just to get the video to work. Because for some odd reason, the Elgato, I have to start up the Elgato program and then start up the OBS for it to properly register the Elgato. It's frustrating as balls. I think I just need to restart my OBS, but I'm just stubborn. Yeah, I think they mentioned they were doing a Mogira, but it hasn't like officially gone up for pre-order yet. Oh, no remorse of those Hammer videos. I spent money on them. I knew what we were doing. Well, that's a lie. I should say Arnez spent money on them. Arnez probably spent more money on the Hammer videos than I have. Now, this I'm not going to go over every single one of these because at some point this one gets quite a bit of brown. I think along the back. It's kind of hit and miss. So I'll be covering that up with that. So I don't really have to go over these like little spines super hard all over. But I definitely got to at least make a good old college try at the bigger ones. Because I'll probably be using the same blue I used for this body, which has some really good coverage. Oh yeah, I imagine shipping would be stupid on trying to send a hammer. I got Lady Draco's box I gotta ship out here in a minute. That I'll admit, I've been kind of procrastinating on. I really need to just... Got it done now. I just gotta box everything up. Okay, I think that's all I really need to do on this one. Like I said, the one's towards the back. Let's test it out before I say anything. Oh, Rez is leaving. Force him to hammer an albedo. It's going to be one of those Taito ones. Now we gotta split it. Oh yeah, the coverage is good on this. Okay. So that's cool. I think that's the same blue. Yeah, it is. Okay. To really make them suffer, you gotta choose one that's gonna appreciate in time. Like, it's gotta be able to have a possibility of getting more expensive later on. I think the problem is, the only one, like I said, the only one that comes to my head, at least for Arnez's, is the bunny albedo, because a lot of the bunny girl statues tend to, if it went on sale, it means it probably didn't sell super well, or they were just trying to move them. But anyways, it goes for like $1,000 nowadays, so that's something. Even the random one I have that I bought for just giggles is pretty pricey nowadays too. The We Can't Learn one. Or We Never Learn. Barack Obama. The series one? You know this guy? That's what he is. I've done one before. He's currently, I think he's back to being upstairs. But I have a Spitfire one that I made for myself. God, little spikes are tedious. It's like, because the thing about Arctic figures, at least, he made a very nicely detailed figure. So it's just like so much to cover. Thankfully with the small ones I can kind of get away with just kind of going over top of them. I'll be fair, those are some pretty good ones. No, your phone's about to die. Well, that's not good. Definitely need some more blue. So one thing that's at least nice about, because the issue, because the way I want to paint it, it's really hard with these because this guy's made with elastic. So a ball joint figure, you can kind of just line them up, and then I can dry brush over top of them to get all the coloring I want, and it's very time saving. This, it's really hard to line them all up properly. And the way the tail likes to flex, because it doesn't take much to oh, sorry, much to shift it down. Figure get the base of the tail good first, and then move on to more interesting part. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I know personally, I wouldn't say he's my favorite design. The 2014. I would say legendary wise, yeah. I still really like that one. Where he's got that big, like, grizzly bear kind of feel to him. Always kind of dig that one. So much to cover. He's got all these little beeps. Beeps and boops. Those I'm going to need a different brush. This one's got a little bit of a flatter tip to it, so it's a bit harder to do. Those ones. Two 2002 is a good one. My favorite overall is still the 1962, personally. Nope, you're not alone. 62 is like, even like growing up, it's been my favorite. I just really loved his like crocodile, like a lizard looking face. Like the way he looks, he's definitely the most like prehistoric looking one for me. Some angles, yeah, he kind of has that Kermit the Frog thing going on, but oh, thanks, Walnut. I appreciate that. Glad you enjoyed the content. I think we're almost there with the blues. So close. Dude, if what I need is I really need a 3D scanner. So I can just take that the Hanna-Barbera when I get upstairs, scan it, and then I can just reprint it. And we can just work on making that into an articulated figure. Okay, I think for the rest of this, I need my other brush. Or a different brush. A little pass on a couple parts. Something like it probably work. You know, I'd still be down for like a MonsterVerse or Monster Arts. Be 67. Is that Son of Godzilla? That'd be kind of cool. Megalon would be sweet. Although I could see them actually making the Megalon. Like we have Jet Jaguars already out for pre-order. And it is Megalon's anniversary this year. So I'd almost be surprised if we didn't get it. Oh, then again, we never got the Showa Ghidorah, so... I think last year probably would have been the best time for that Showa Ghidorah to pop up. Good way to get a more expensive... Well, I guess we had plenty of expensive Monster Arts last year. So maybe that's why. Is that a spiky bit? I was going to pretend that's a spiky bit. It's like, you get some blue. You get some blue. Everybody gets some blue. All right. Looking like the pictures. Oh. Missed a little right here. Cool beans. So next on him is all the freaking brown. Probably save that for another time though. Because I'll be honest, I'm probably going to go to bed here not too long. I was hoping to get these guys relatively done tonight. Don't think that's going to happen. It's just like, why do we keep getting all these Amazon deliveries? Paint a 54 to make it a burning. Not sure on that one. Because personally, like, a lot of these times, like, the commissions are mainly for... Like, a lot of times you see a lot of the more unique figures I do, or they're all, like, commissions. So, a lot of the stuff I do for myself, like... Personally, I probably wouldn't be making one of these for myself. Granted, it's really cool, but... If anything, I probably would... For me, it'd be more, like, traditional Treadmaster colors. Or something I'd be more into. Which would also work for a Final Wars version. So, just got done redoing this one. This is one for Lady Drake on our Discord. Oh, I had it. There we go. Which is another Hong Kong Brawl. Which is kind of a kit bash between a few things. And also has a 3D printed head. I forget who made the head. Blizzard would be cool. That one I would be more inclined to do if... what was it? Haya was maybe going to do a 91. And it wasn't... they shut off the statue. And if they made that posable, I'd be inclined to buy it and then maybe do like the Snow Godzilla. Our Discord server, if you go to our Patreon, that's how you get on that. It's $3 to get into it. So if you donate $3 a month, it gives you access to the Discord. Plus, if we do any unimportant reviews, they go up on there in advance. Burning Zilla would be sweet. Ooh, because you know what? I got that orange, like the resin I use for the fireballs. That'd be kind of cool to do as Zilla. God, that'd be expensive, though. The resin's not cheap. Alright, what we gotta do I would like to get at least your spines done. And then tomorrow, if I gotta sit around, because I gotta do the scaling on you. You're pretty much done. I just have to add the nails, eyes, and do the mouth. Pretty much same for everybody. Probably not. Personally, for me, me making 3D models is fairly limited. Like, I know enough to get me into trouble, which is my beams. The only thing I could think of that I know what to do is in sculpting, I would maybe be able to like pull it down, maybe shift it around, but actually like moving it around be a bit of a pain. Oh God, is your Zilla's mouth stuck too? Hate my life. I had a little bit of glue. Gives me problems. Anyways, we'll figure it out. Okay, so you... Oh yeah, we were gonna dry brush you, weren't you? That was the plan. Alright. Where's brown? Browns. Where's the bloody brown? I had a brown. Ooh, there we go. Alright. Oh, yeah, the Giga Chat. I remember that one. Well, like I said, if I do extra ones, they'll end up on the Instagram at some point. So once everybody, like all the Discord people are all taken care of, then I will move on to that. Oh, was it 2020? Oh, yeah, you know, you're right. You're right. Okay, maybe we won't get a Megalon. Why the hell? Because it's... Why... At least you would think it got announced. Because Judge Jaguar doesn't come out till like later this year. So how does that work with the anniversary? It's just like, hey, it got announced. Did I put brown? Okay, I did put brown. I was like, I meant to put brown down. I don't think I put brown down. Let's see how this looks. We'll do it on the leg. Okay, there's definitely a lot more brown going on. Oh no, I didn't mean to go there. Yeah. Get out of there. Thankfully, I already sealed this part, so paint just rubs off there without taking out the rest of it. Okay, yeah, it looks a little more brown now. Poor King Caesar. I think the problem with a lot of things getting announced this year is because of the new movie. So I would think that they would mainly be doing stuff for the new film over the shows. But then again, they haven't, like, I've kind of figured since, like, Playmates already has, like, their Godzilla stuff out, we would actually at least have seen some stuff go up for pre-order. Alright, so now he's a bit more brownie boy. And this side's already good to touch. Nice thing about dry brushing. Dries really quick. So what the hell? Okay. Paint. Would be a cool one for the doing the Trademaster. So I'm still waiting for Super 7 to give me Trademaster color variants. Guys, his toes are still gray. Better. Alright, let's go do the arms. Do oh, sorry. Kind of focused on trying to get this glue this guy real quick. Yeah, the blue turned out really cool because he was here's the image. But that's where the color scheme came from. I'll be honest, I forget. Because I think he was selling the file for... All I remember is the Graboid was $50 for the file. Which I was planning on buying. And then... then it went really south for him. For reasons. Which I'm not going to get into too much here. But... Needless to say, he kind of jumped ship. And... Yeah, I want to say fully painted. They weren't cheap. Because I think painted, I want to say it was over 200. Yeah, he had a Graboid. I have the file. I plan on actually trying to print that on my PLA printer. So I can make it huge. And then I'll just touch it up from there on out. Yeah, on a high note, the 3D printing is not super hard to get into anymore. Because you can even like find people selling them in groups and what have you. Like on Facebook, people will be selling them. And even the older ones are still put out really good detailing. Like my Elgu is a few years old. And that's and my bigger printer is newer. It's like not even a year old. And my one that's almost 2 years old now does better does better prints. It doesn't do as big a prints, but the detailing that it does is much better. Because these ones were printed with my big one, which they look good, but they had some problems. And these definitely spent a lot more time prepping them than I really would have liked to, which is something I really want to alleviate. Which is why I plan on just going to using the smaller one this time. It'll take longer, but the prints will be nicer. I won't have to worry about them failing as nearly as often. Because this one also, my big one tends to fail a bit more with these kind of prints. Because it, like the print this Zilla literally takes up like the entire print bed to do in one run. Which also means there could be a lot more issues. Like, my printer has, like, the weirdest time trying to... Like, I gotta have that thing as level as humanly possible. And after, like, a print run, it starts kind of getting eh. And even then, It's not perfect. Do, 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 do. Alrighty. He is more brown now. Stomach stands out a little bit better now. Yeah, Shin would have been an amazing sequel. But we got -1, and I would argue, like, I would say -1 as a movie was much better than Shin. Although I really like Shin, but -1 was fantastic. As a monster, still like Shin. Zillas for days. Alright, I try to get the spines done, and then I'll probably call it good for the stream. Oh, yeah, later, Jericho. There's your blue boy. Touched up the stomach to be a little bit brighter, and now it has a lot more detailing to it. Got the back done. So he's almost good to go. This one is, I just got to do the nails, the eyes, and the teeth. Well, pretty much got to fix the face, do the nails, and he's pretty much done. So if you want, I was going to try to keep I'll probably just keep your package a little longer, and I'll just ship everything out at once. So once Blue Boy's all done, I'll just ship out everybody. Because your other ones are going to probably be a hot minute. So, alright, so spines for animated. If I can find it. I like a bluish green. Forgot to mute my phone. It's nothing unusual. Sounds about right. Phone was just like, we can't take this anymore. Okay, there's my green. Oh, there's a green. I'm thinking. I don't know if that light blue is still any good. I guess we'll find out. Because if I can mix the green with the light blue, it looks fine. Okay, yeah, we still got... I think I can get my color out of it this way. Oh, even more blue. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Looks about right. Plus, I'll probably go on a little bit darker because of the black. Yeah, some will definitely pop up on the Instagram. I just can't guarantee when. Because I know I got at least one more for sure I have to do for the Discord. And I'm probably going to be like the same thing. I'm probably going to try to get 3 of them ready. And then see what happens. Because I also would like to do some more Spitfires for people to be able to buy. Plus, now that we brought up doing the burning, I kind of want a burning. Might need a little gray. Starting to look and definitely a little bright. Maybe the dark blue? Just says T and too much black. Tinge black. Okay, let's try that. Now, cripe. The Awakened Shin, it comes with the beam and the smoke. The smoke. Where'd that smaller brush go? Yeah, Awakened Shin's pretty pricey. And still probably my favorite of the monster arts. Like, it was a very good figure. Honestly, probably still my favorite monster arts. I probably won't read the chat too much because this paint, I don't want it to dry while I'm trying to brush this guy because I don't want to have to remix this paint again. So I'll check the chat out when I crank through this guy. Oh, just noticed this report there. As I say, is there something up with the plates? Oh, I'll be honest. I haven't even looked in the box yet. Like, it's like the box of the beam or blah, blah, the fire effects, I still haven't actually. I haven't even opened it. I figure once I get yours, when I go to work on it, I was gonna do it then, because your one's pretty much set up for me to sculpt. I was gonna try to get Doug set up at the same, get him set up. So then when I just go to sculpt, I can just do everything at once. Because I also got to get Andrew's stuff set up too. Let's go back to this one real quick. So I'm just going to try to cheat a little bit. Oh, sad day on cheating. Looks like I'm going to have a couple extra things to fix with the brown. Go back through and touch up a couple spots. But that's pretty much it. Oh, no, not real jobs. 100 a piece for primer H. Or if were they in the box? If they're in the box, it's not that bad. Oh, out of the box. Yeah, out of the box, I think you could do better. Well, it depends on the one, too. Like, if they were, like, out of the box and came with everything, maybe talking. Alright. Everybody's pretty much set up now. Now it's just super minor detailing. Yeah, except for this, like, the rare ones. Oh, you do? God, I still want them. I have, like, most of them loose, but they're, like, they're all missing stuff. In the box would be sweet. But that'd be a pretty... but they're definitely worth something too. Alright, so next up, if I might stream again tomorrow. Working on these guys some more. So like I said, it's mainly going to be like touching up. I actually just have to do this one entirely. Which actually, while I have the black here, I'm going to do that. Add white tips. Why would I add white tips? Or what am I adding white tips to? Because this one was mainly meant to be a paint sample. So I was just testing out the paint on it. So the primer was never put on that well. Okay, so then tomorrow I gotta add the whites, do the browns, then he's good. Oh, he'll be back to being good. And then battle damaging him up. Yeah, he really likes to interrupt like every single video. Oh, to the fins. I don't mind the idea, but I don't know. White kind of invokes more of like a Spitfire to me than the animated. And you also got to remember with like the animated series, like less details more for trying to match it up. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this live stream. So again, if you guys are interested, I'll be back to doing some more work on these tomorrow. If you guys would like to purchase anything, make sure to follow the Instagram or the Facebook, because anything that I put up for sale usually pops up on those too. And it's the easiest way to also message. But anyways, see you guys in the next stream. Oh yeah, we also got Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, Facebook. Guys like people today, but you know, donate, greatly would appreciate it. Also, if you guys join the Discord, I tend to make things for people there. They always usually get first priority. But anyways, see you guys in the next one. Later.